Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be ImmortaLisk versus Swargila, aka RnDiToBnDiTo, on Antigua Shipyards. I think this one... I'm trying to remember if this one was on the ladder. I'm not sure. Anyway, so it's going to be a Protoss versus Protoss, the first non-Zerg match I think we've done tonight. Anyway, so yeah, Protoss versus Protoss. Let's see if they're gonna maybe some sort of dual 4-gate action or something. Maybe some cheese. I'd like to see a cannon rush, maybe. I kid. I don't like cheese. It makes for short games. So we have RnDiToBnDiTo. Let's take a look at the APM just for fun, because you know the beginning of a Protoss versus Protoss match is just sort of like whatever. Anyway, we have 10 viewers on the stream, so I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. So both of our players building workers. Shocking. Just shocking. So worker construction coming out from both players. We're going to see the pylon at 9 in the I can wall up if I want to. It's my party and I'll wall up if I want to location. And pretty much the same thing from our other Protoss players. So almost a little Zerg match going on. The Automaton 2000, keeping an eye on things. I like the way they name things in this game. It's like, we have a wolf-looking thing. Let's name it something. We can't name it a coyote, though. Let's name it a lyote. So ImmortaLisk gets the I'm lucky and scouts my opponent first. Swargila not so lucky. But I will see what he does with that. Let's get a wall off there. Not a bad strategy. So both players getting their gateway started at about the same time. Nothing really too shocking about that. He's going to check for pylons just in case. He's going to take another Automaton 2000. Ooh, and there's going to be ImmortaLisk's hidden pylon. So we're going to see if Swargila sees that or not. So ImmortaLisk might be either 4-gating. I mean, this could be like his main strategy, or it could be his secondary strategy. We'll see. But the pylon checker is going to go around and continue to check for pylons. And it looks like, based on that, he will see it. Which is going to be a little bit of a drop for ImmortaLisk. He's putting down the... Wait, he saw that, right? Yes? No? Yes, he definitely saw that. I just had to check the vision there for a second. He definitely saw that. So, proxy gateway. But with a full wall off here, as long as he gets a zealot out, it's really not going to be too much pressure. So, come on. Build a zealot. Looks like he decides to go for the full wall off then. Interesting. Unnecessary. I mean, if he built a zealot or two, he'd be able to hold that wall. Instead, he's putting up a pylon there to do sort of a permanent hold on that. I don't know. We'll see. Currently, one zealot coming out. Back in his home base, he's got 2 zealots. And his wall off there. He's not working on his warp gate, though. I'm sure he was waiting on the 50 minerals. So we'll see that coming out shortly. We can see a sentry coming out for Swargila. Not bad to force field off. I don't know. I really think that's a little bit of an overreaction to fully wall in like that. If he had built a zealot and a stalker, he would be able to hold this fine. But right now, he's in a little bit of an awkward position now. ImmortaLisk is still not working on his warp gate research. What can he do? Now he's working on it. Alright, so we see we've got 4 zealots coming up the ramp and a stalker and a sentry to defend against it. If he had just built the stalker instead of building that pylon, I think he'd be alright. So we'll see. These 4 zealots will not be able to take down that gateway in this lifetime, but they're going to try. But Swargila, yeah, he just needs to build more stalkers. That's all he needs to do. Let's build more stalkers, and he'll be fine. Stalkers and sentries. That's it. He'll be fine. He can now go on about his merry way. with a little bit of pressure put on him, and he won't be able to expand. So if I was a Mortalist, the first thing I would do is I'd get up to 400 metagolds, and I would drop my expansion. Because you know, unless your opponent's building, you know, something crazy in here, like a Stargate. So unless your opponent's building a Stargate, it'd be safe to expand. But we see maybe some noob race coming out. He's definitely got enough gas to support it, though. He's got 3 in each. So we're going to see some noob race. But still, you know, RnDiTo, he'll be alright. But ImmortaLisk really needs to expand behind this to give him even more of an advantage. So right now he's hiding his army. He's hiding his gates. He's just kind of waiting. Swargila is, you know, reasonably held up in his base there. But it looks like he took a whack at that pylon. I thought he was going to try to break it down, but I guess not. He's throwing down a forge and another gateway. So he's playing it safe. He's a little bit of supply block, though. So it looks like the ImmortaLisk is going to try to break down his opponent's base. I'm not really sure what those photon cannons are for, but hey, why not? Everybody loves cannons. So the forge is finished. The Phoenix Eye is out. So you're going to see a couple Phoenix Eye. And a cannon go down. So right now, whatever. Scouting is, this is why scouting is key. Because if Swargila would step out of his base, he would know that he's fine to move out. If ImmortaLisk had scouting in his opponent's base, he'd know that he'd be able to take a second base without a problem. But neither player, sort of playing blind, not doing too much scouting. The Phoenixes are going to get a perfect view of the base, though, checking for maybe the sneaky thirds. Let's follow these guys and see how many they pick up. Pick up the workers and kill them. Come on. There we go. 1 worker killed. 4 workers killed. 5 workers killed? I like it. So the Phoenix is able to get a good look, keep an eye on things, but really he needs to bust down this pylon and get out of his base, because he can't sit on one base and expect to win. I mean, there's a gateway there. It's, you know, not such a huge deal. So we're going to see those Phoenixes just coming around. I wonder if he sees that there isn't a second there. He definitely does now. And now he's going to drop... Oh, no! Oh, that's bad. So now they're going to try to go up the ramp? No, they decide not to go up the undefended ramp. Looks like they're going to try to save their buildings over there. That's not going to be enough. All those had... if you lift the Stalker, they would have been fine. Because the Stalker is the only thing that can fly... Oh, wait, that's his Stalker. Never mind. Yes. I'm paying attention. So there we go. Swargila says, I'm not afraid anymore. Pushes out of his base and is rewarded for it. Now he needs to expand immediately. He's sitting on 1,300 minerals. He needs to expand, expand, expand. Go. Proby, expand. There we go. And then he needs to get his army back down to his opponent's base. Because we can see that ImmortaLisk is expanding also. So any sort of advantage that Swargila had, he's going to start losing. And maybe a cannon over here wouldn't kill him. He is supply block, though, so maybe a couple pylons wouldn't kill him either. Pylons, pylons. So now we can see the observers are being split up and just sort of parking over the base. You know, keeping an eye on things. See the Phoenixes down here just wreaking havoc. Weren't able to do all that much damage, but still, you know, being attacked is being attacked. It's like being on fire. You can't be attacked for a little while and just kind of shake it off. You know, you're on fire. You're on fire. But I digress. So both players expanding. A bunch more gateways coming down. I really like RnDiTo Swargila's Phoenix play. It's giving you an advantage, and if he continues to build Phoenixes, it'll continue to be an advantage for him. He's building a Twilight Council, so we might see him go Dark Templar, or we might see him go High Templar. We'll see. We saw him go Dark Templar last match he played. Didn't go all that well for him, but the Phoenix is able to pick up another couple workers. That's 9 workers killed. Not bad, not bad. So the Phoenix Harass is definitely causing ImmortaLisk some pain. Just got to be careful, though. That's a few stalkers. Come on, RnDiToBnDiTo. Mine your expansion. So you can build an expansion all you want, but if you don't do a drone transfer, you're stuck. Now we can see a whole bunch more gateways coming down. That should bring them up to 6 or 7. You can never have enough gateways. Now we can see he's doing even... Ooh, that's a risky taking the gold like that. He needs to put a pylon down so he can reinforce that with the army, though. I don't think ImmortaLisk has quite seen it yet. He's got his Phoenix army in the middle just taking care of business. He's got his stalkers coming over to defend the gold. It's a bold strategy by Swargila, and if ImmortaLisk doesn't see it, it's going to pay off big for him. Wow, he's just sending his army right back into his base. I guess he's trying to protect his mineral line, but, you know, I don't know. And he's putting cannons directly in the mineral line. I like it. Alright, so both players just sort of macroing up. RnDiToBnDiTo doing the charge lot. I like it. He should also be getting, he's got the 1-0 upgrades. He's working on the 2 attack upgrades. However, he's got an observer piked right above his army, going, I see exactly what you're doing here, and I'm telling. I'm sorry, terrible voice. See, I'm an observer, see? Yeah, so apparently observers are 1920s gangsters. I want to look at a supply block, though, and now he's going for a Templar Archives. And both players going for High Templar, so you could see some Psystorm nonsense going off of this. And now if ImmortaLisk is paying attention, he's going, hey, where are all these drones going? They're going to the gold. So right now, Swargila is on his 3rd base, and in terms of income right now, he's about 100, 200, 300 ahead. And as soon as that gold base picks up, wow, he's now 500 ahead. So in the last couple seconds, he's almost doubled his resources, and he should be able to just, you know, push on. I should not be hitting the escape key that much. He should be able to push on, and there we go. Control I. So right now it's 1,800 minerals to 1,000 minerals. So ImmortaLisk was able to put the early pressure on. RnDiToBnDiTo was able to weather that storm and is now rebounding. So much ahead, though. I would really like to see him just continue to build his army. He's building another Robo-Bay. I'm not sure what he's doing with that, but he's getting Zealots out. So he's got Zealot, Stalker, Phoenix. I really like that unit composition. I would definitely like to see some Archons or High Templar in there, because he built the Templar Archives, but he didn't really do all that. And he hasn't researched Psystorm. His gas, let's see, the gas. It's actually a little less for Mr. Bendito. He's building more gateways, though, because he's got no mining in that gas, and he's got 3 in that gas. So that's a little bit of a mistake. He's also not taking any gas at the gold until now. But still, he's had 1 unoccupied assimilator since I don't know when, and that's going to hurt him. So we see a 3rd base from ImmortaLisk coming out. He's built his Nexus. The Zealot's going to see that. He's got the 2-0 upgrades, though. See Archon. So now we see ImmortaLisk finding, you know what, I don't want to sit in my base the whole game. I'm going to go get some air miles. So he's moving out. So we have Stalker, Immortal, Zealot. Zealots only have 1 upgrade, and they don't have charge on them. So we're going to see that, and Archons. So the charge lots go in, the Phoenixes come up, lifting the heavy units first. I really like that strategy. The Stalkers focus firing down the Zealots, but with those heavy units in the air, it's just over, folks. Yay! So that's a victory for Swargila. I'm sure he'll love that. So we're going to play a little bit more Chap Hop.